you think PvP is that interesting?
Yeah, I think it's really interesting.
Well, they're so on average the games are so short.
Nah, that depends on who you're casting or who you're observing.
I said on average, okay?
Yeah, maybe you're. I mean, yeah, the general opinion is about it. I mean, the general opinion is with you on that one. Like a lot of people don't really enjoy the PvP, but actually had a lot of guys. Like they tweeted me or they just wrote me on Facebook. They're like, "Hey man, you're the first caster who made me interested in PvP," and I was like, "Ah, that's cool."
That one goes out to you, Kevin.
Yeah, no, that's really nice to read actually.
Making PvP interesting since 2010.
Yeah, make like a motivational poster out of it.
Yeah, if you ever, yeah, exactly.
And put it on
Or
my
if you would
wall.
ever like playing TSL, but they would tell something about the player, and that's what it would say about you.
No, I think PvP is a really cool matchup. Anyways, guys, Game 4 of this Go4SC2 overall final is the monthly finals of June 2011, of course. I'm Kevin van der Kooi. With me is the Loven, a Dutch Protest player. I'm not going to call you very good anymore. I gave you enough props today, man. Let's prove Sunday that you're very good when I'm going to shoutcast your games. Oh, man. Is he happy? Right there, throwing up his barracks, very close to his main. Satiini opening refinery before barracks. What's that all about?
What could this mean? Is he going to cloak Banshee?
I don't know, man. That would be like the fastest indicator ever. I have no idea. I'm a little bit clueless regarding this matchup as well. Well, I mean, I'm not that clueless. I mean, I've been casting it really a lot, so I know a lot. But what minor things like this mean? I mean, refinery before. Maybe he's going for that, like that 3 Reaper build, which has been rather popular, like 3 Reaper into Heli and Banshee.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen a couple of Terrans.
I'm guessing cloak Banshee. I don't know.
Okay. Well, this map doesn't really suit Cloak Banshee that well, in my opinion. I mean, it's so big. The travel distance between both bases.
No, you're definitely right, and I don't know anything about TFT, so...
We'll see. Time will tell. I love that, by the way, that we can always guess about something, but sometimes when you make guesses with, like about stuff in general in life, you will never know who was right or wrong. But in StarCraft, you will always find it out unless the players disconnect, you know, and they do a different strategy.
Well, there's a factory going up, so...
Wow, my thumb, like the one that I'm controlling the mouse with, suddenly felt numb. I had like no feeling it anymore.
Really?
Yeah, because my arm was on my elbow.
Oh, you're sleeping, like your hand is sleeping. Or
Yeah, no, but just my thumb. That felt really awkward. I've never had that feeling before.
No, me neither. That's what my friend once told me. Like he slept in such an awkward position on both of his arms, and he woke up, and both of his arms were sleeping, and he couldn't get himself up. It was so funny. I know, right?
I'm just imagining a guy laying in his bed right now, like a seal, you know, or like a penguin, and then he can.
You try to like get up, but you can't use your arms.
Well, you should be able to use your muscles now, your abs.
Yeah, but you can't use your arms, so it's still going to be very difficult. I know, because once I broke my arm and I tried to get up, and then you realize how much you're using both of your arms to get up. It's really hard.
Alright, I like that story though. Someone woke up and he couldn't use it. What happened? Did he stay in bed the entire day?
I don't remember what
Imagine
happened.
if you have to work, man, and like your boss calls you, "Where were you today?" And then the next day you picked up, "Yeah, I'm sorry, man, I couldn't get out of bed." Like, what did you do? My arms were sleeping.
It's like the best excuse ever.
Yeah, and then you get fired. You're like, what?
Well, I guess I was right, man. Cloak Banshees.
Definitely, yeah. I was
Lucky guess.
keeping a close eye on it. But yeah, Cloak Banshee opening for Satiini. So he opened Refinery before Barracks. Went for that very, very fast guess. Let's take a look at well, Happy's probably going to do the same, but that's not...
I think it's safe to say that Satiini was thinking like, well, whatever you can do, I can do as well.
Whatever you can do, I can do better, you know.
Yeah, well, he is doing it better, yeah, you're right.
Put a little cock.
Cloak Banshees are way earlier.
Well, his Banshees are earlier, but obviously he did cut workers a little bit for that. So we see a minor worker advantage on the side of Happy. 22 SCVs right now against 21. But yeah, Cloak is 50 seconds ahead. I'd say that's worth one SCV.
Yeah, definitely. This is, I mean, so early. Like, he just has 2 Marines out, right? And the Banshee is like almost finished.
Yeah, and I don't really think that Happy is expecting.
Yeah.
And there goes the scan by Satiini. I like that scan, by the way, because that gives. I think that gives Happy even more the feeling that he doesn't have to deal with Cloak Banshees.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Okay, now perhaps the Hellion did see the Banshee in the middle of the map, because most of the time when you scout to see if your opponent is going to cloak Banshee. At least that's what Terran once told me.
Yeah, but still, if you're going cloak Banshee
No,
yourself,
no, then you don't really scout, because then you're gonna scout with the Banshee itself. So why would you waste the scan?
okay, no, I see what you're. Okay. I
And
get
we
it.
still have no engineering bay up for Happy. He's building it right now in the back of his base. Cloak is already ready though, so he's gonna have. Well, he doesn't even have a scan right now. Oh,
No.
this Banshee is gonna do a lot of damage. So I really think that scan threw Happy off a little bit. There we see first SCV. Very good timing right here by Happy, by Satiini obviously. Sorry for confusing them once again. Just take out the SCV, which is building the missile turret, as I'd say. And I mean, obviously, Satiini can see as well that Happy doesn't even have a scan. Happy is forcing to pull SCVs right now. He's going to put everything on the refinery. He's taking so much economical damage right now. Where is Happy's Banshee even? He stopped it. Happy stopped the tag.
Yeah, he switched it.
He switched the tag right now. He's going to create Vikings. He's going to build Vikings, but that took a long time. Already 10 kills, and the missile turret is finally not yet up, not yet. Will be up within a matter of seconds. There we go. Finally, the missile turret is up. Second missile turret up as well. Instantly taking a lot of damage. Still, ooh, will be able to kite the Marines. Perfect. Banshee micro required right now. No, that's not going to be perfect. Not that perfect, Satiini, but nevertheless, he did do a lot of damage.
Wow, and let's look at the units right now, because it's 19 SCVs against 27.
But there is double orbital go, and now double orbital command. So Cloak being activated once again. This time he's not going to be able to do a lot of damage though. We have two missile turrets, we have a Viking. He's actually going for a tank, but that tank should be repaired in time. Now we have still that lonely Hellion for Happy cruising around on the right side of the map. Satiini is still on one base though. Do you think he's going to try to finish the game on one base?
I think so. He's actually moving out right now. Could this be the push? I think so. There's a Viking as well. He has to be thinking this.
Wow,
yeah, SCVs, alright.
These Finnish guys and their SCV trains, man.
Definitely, we've seen so much today.
Yeah. Imagine you'd see Happy again. I mean, imagine.
I wonder if we could develop a strategy with Protoss with like using offensive probes.
I had one on Metalopolis.
Oh really?
Yeah, I sent over three.
Did it actually work?
I beat a couple of Grandmaster Terrans with it, so it wasn't too bad. I sent over like 3 probes in the start, and then I killed a lot of SCVs.
What? Really?
Yeah, really.
No, that used to be done on Brute War. I'm not kidding.
Well,
like against Terrans, like to stop his barracks from completing and then sending in zealots.
Exactly.
Oh, let's focus on the game because it's going down.
minor Viking shot exchange. Let's see. Satiini obviously wants the perfect engagement. What are you waiting? Satiini is actually moving back right now because he saw those tanks already seized up for Happy and.
Well, actually, I think it's the right decision.
Yeah, but now he's gonna be. He completely blew his advantage. If there is even still gonna be an advantage.
Yeah, but do you think he would have broken that? Like three
maybe,
tanks on siege mode?
Maybe with
it's
like.
hard.
If he would have another beautiful engagement like he had on Selnaga, yes, he would break anything, man. He would break 5 Thors with 8 Marines. That's how good that engagement was.
Definitely. Wow, but yeah, now, like, after that beautiful start of Satiini, now it's not looking so good anymore.
No, he's still 17 supply ahead, but there are still no signs.
Yeah, but 17 supply after, I mean, his command center isn't even complete yet.
I know, it's going to take a long time. Very old decision making right here by Satiini. Okay, now we can talk about the judgment call. Okay, so there's this series called Royal Pains, right? It's actually it's kind of like a feel-good TV series, kind of cute, and like basically every episode it starts off with what happened in the previous episode, but they go all the way back to the first episode in the entire history of Royal Pains, like the first episode ever, like basically the pilot, where one of the doctors, he lets like a billionaire, trustly, like some billionaire who pays a lot of money to the hospital. He died because he was trying to save a kid from the street, and then you hear like this Black Moon saying, "You let a billionaire hostie die to save a kid from the street." And then like the doctor says, "I made a judgment call," and then she's like, "No, you made a mistake." And that's like what you hear every single episode. But imagine you watch both seasons, like more than 15 episodes. So I've heard that like 30 times by now. I made a judgment call. You made a mistake. And I kept hearing it. And now I heard you saying it. I was like, oh, maybe you watch Royal Pains too.
No, I didn't know. It's pure coincidence. By the way, meanwhile, Satiini is making him expand, and I think this is definitely the right decision. I mean, he has to catch up right now because he is falling behind because of the expand of Happy. So yeah, it's a good decision, right? A good judgment call.
Indeed, good decision by Satiini, and it's also not something that I think Happy is going to scout anytime soon. I mean, why would you really scout the right top side of the map?
I don't think he'll be anticipating it. You don't see it that often.
Nope.
So no. don't think so.
And it's certainly not from Satiini. I mean, Satiini is a very unpredictable player, though. He was already this in Warcraft 3, and he's continuing this in StarCraft 2. That's why I think it's always fun to cast him, not only because he's my friend, but yeah, he's just very unpredictable. He mixes up his styles a lot. He plays Bio against Protons, he plays mech, he plays weird stuff like Tor rushes. You will see him go drop in the occasional battlecruiser now and then. It's just, yeah, he's a very fun player to watch.
It's really good, especially in the best out of 5. Like in, if you're playing ladder 1 versus 1, it's not that effective. But in the best out of 5, it's like, because like when you're like playing each other in the best out of 5, and you notice because you have a lot of experience, you're trying to reach your opponent, right? And if like a player is like mixing it up every single game, it's just like, oh my god, like what is he doing now?
Yeah.
You have no idea. It's so annoying.
And you're starting to get paranoid as well.
Yeah, exactly. I've been in that in that position like so many times. Like at one point, like at the end of the best out of 5 series, you have to anticipate like everything, right?
That's true.
It's really annoying.
Well, I didn't really play that many best of 5s in StarCraft 2, and in Warcraft 3 it didn't matter that much. Like most of the time you knew which strategy your opponent was going.
Basically the same builds, right? In Warcraft 3.
Yeah, it's a lot about how you execute them. That's what's like the biggest difference. You could have like the same strategy but still completely execute it completely different just because of creep routes and
I see. So it didn't matter that much, exactly.
No, like the hero combination didn't matter that much. Well, obviously in StarCraft 2 it matters a lot.
Yeah, here you can mix it up so much and throw your opponent off guard, and you know, yeah, it's really tough to deal with.
Meanwhile, Happy actually did scout this expand on the right top side of the map, so very good call right there by Happy to send that lonely Marine, Christopher Columbus, to the right side of the map. And well, he didn't find America, but he did find an orbital command. So Satiini might actually see this. Oh no! He's on the wrong side of the bushes, so he did not see that medevac passing by. And this medevac is going to do a lot of damage over here, and just when there are a bunch of mules drops, so that's very good. That's a lot of potential income that goes to waste over here for Satiini. At least he's mining from a base far away from his own, which is always good. Happy had the same plan, but Satiini's Christopher discovered it as well.
Yeah, that's quite funny.
Stim Happy meanwhile moving forward in the middle of the map. Let's take a look at the unit counter tab. We did miss like a minor Banshee harassment over here while we're talking about Royal Pains and Judgment Calls and whatsoever. But the Banshee only had 5 kills, so they really missed the end of it.
Satiini's hidden expand is going to get
Yep.
Eliminated even. I think he's going to take it down, right?
Yeah, in not long. Satiini, well, he shows plans of saving it, but he won't be able to save it in a long time. The DPS of those Thin Marines will be too high. 130 supply currently for our Finnish Terran. 131 as well for Happy. Wow, extremely close. Wow. Take a look at the income tab. 50 SCVs against 44. The orbital. Yeah, the orbital will fall.
This is turning out to be such a crazy close game, actually.
Yep. And after the start, it looked so good for Satiini. Perhaps it was a good call by Happy after all. But I don't understand why Satiini didn't just make an expand himself instead of trying to win the game on one base.
Exactly. Like if he didn't try to, if he didn't invest the minerals in that bush and just made a command center, it would have been looking very good for Satiini. But yeah, he made a bad judgment call.
Yeah, this is going to be like the word of the evening. I actually like stopped myself from saying it twice now already. You really put it in my head. I'm gonna watch Royal Pains tonight as well.
Yeah, you're gonna have to show me. I'm gonna watch it as well.
It's quite a cute series. There's a very cute Indian girl in it with a British accent.
I always like cute girls. Oh, look at that harass from Happy at the third base of Satiini.
Once again, stimming in a bunch of Marines, and these Marines which already did so much damage on the right top. How is Satiini going to deal with it? He's going to send a couple of units. I do love the tank positioning so far from Satiini. It really seems he wants to engage once again as soon as... and he will be able to clear up this drop, by the way, so... Didn't do that much damage. Delayed a little bit of mining time. I really think the moment that Happy is going to unseat, I think Satiini will try to engage.
You think so? I think this is not going to be like Silnaga. I don't think Satiini can pull it off again. Oh wait, he's going to move around, but Happy sees it, so...
Such a tactical game right now. I'm really loving it right now for what both players are displaying. Let's take a small look at the APM tab. 208 average for APM for Happy, 159 for Satiini. But we know as soon as the fight starts, Satiini's APM is really skyrocketing. So, Satiini moving slowly but steady forward. So many tanks over here for Happy though. Let's take a small look at the upgrades. 0-0 on the mech, 0-0, 1-0 on Bio. And 1-0 on Bio for Happy as well.
Oh
Here comes Satiini once again. Braveheart is nothing compared to this. Will it be enough? Nah. So good tank positioning right now by Happy. And also just so many tanks. Now that was a bad judgment call by Satiini. Was not able to break this tank force.
Braveheart?
Yeah, man. Didn't you see that?
Oh, well, he's doing it again, man.
Gets some Marines in very close position, does a lot of damage, but it's probably not going to be enough. Still a couple of Marines left from Happy as well, doing an excellent job. 70 supply left for the finish, Terran. 174 for Happy, and Satiini calls GG indeed.